couple of minutes. Of course, on the program tonight as well, we will reflect on the big game that took place today at the Confluence Stadium in Lokoja. Enyimba went, they saw, and were conquered. And it happened in a very, very painful manner. But for Kano Pillars, it was a breakthrough when they thought it was all over. I mean, that's a lesson that we keep learning every time we watch a game of that magnitude. You don't give up until the last minute. We'll talk about it as well on the program tonight, and we will also use that to look at the table, what is happening at the top of the log. We will also look at where the pendulum of victory may eventually swing at the end of the season. We'll look at the top 4 teams. It looks like they are coasting home, but who will eventually go home with the prize? We will talk about that on Sports Tonight as well. In between all of this, we have a little bit of chess because the Lagos Classic has started. We have some good news around basketball, and then we will also take a look at some other sports as we go on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. I'm not alone. Let me start to introduce to you my guest on the program from my immediate right. Cosmos Chukwuemeka puts up a smile, but deep down is feeling outdone by Mani Rubale's 90th minute goal. But Cosmos, that's football for you.
Yeah.
Is the title race over? Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Not.
I don't think so. Anything can still happen.
Anything can still happen.
Between the 4.
Between the 4?
Yes.
Yeah, anything can still happen. But good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much.
How did you see the game?
Well, it was a very interesting one. I felt the officiating was top-notch.
Yeah.
Yes, and I felt...
Exactly what we said yesterday.
Yes, and I felt, of course, it has to be top-notch because of the controversies and all the stakeholders will be looking at the game. And, of course, it was live on TV. Yeah. So it has to be top-notch. But Enyimba, they couldn't just defend well, and then Mobali just got that 91st minute goal. So...
All right, Dumnadu will be joining us later on, and we'll be taking a look at all of that and more on Sports Tonight. But Yemi, good to have you as well on Sports Tonight. You didn't have any stake in that game, did you?
No, I didn't. You
just enjoyed the game?
Yeah, like an average fan, and it was good at that.
You were just like me?
Yeah.
You didn't have any stake?
I didn't. I mean, I'm a lover of good football, and you love those two sides that turned out today, and somebody had to win. And they had to be Kano Pillars. They showed they wanted it more, and they got it. But I do agree with Cosmos that, look, 3 matches to go, anything can still happen. But at this point, you want to feel that Kano Pillars do have maybe one hand. Not planted firmly, but one hand on the trophy.
All right, okay. So we'll talk about that later on as we go on Sports Tonight. Gentlemen, let's start off very quickly. The way we started yesterday, the big countdown is Nigeria, Ethiopia. That's what everybody's talking about. In Ethiopia, the country is almost shutting down. They're having elections for the Football Federation. They're having all kinds of elections, but they're shutting down because they are anticipating that, look, it's make or break. For us, Yemi, well, we're building up slowly. Training only started today.
Yeah.
18 players. And we're expecting that about now, more players are already in. Victor Moses was signed on as an ambassador for Telecom Giant.
So he's around already?
He's already around. And then he's already in Abuja for the game. Emenike, apart from Shola Ameobi, 18 players trained today. We should be having a full house tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and tomorrow we should have a full house. I mean, full training session with all the guys there, and I think it's good for Nigeria. I mean, one must commend the players under Coach Stephen Keshi. Even Mikel in your picture. I mean, one of the players that we've always said a lot of things about, but he comes to camp early. I mean, I don't know what Keshi has done to him. He has improved, and not just Johnny Kelobi, all the players, and they are not lacking in commitment. The patriotism is shown all over them. We know what it used to be before now, but now you can give kudos to the NFF, the coaching crew, and even the players themselves. And going to Ethiopia, I think there's not much to be afraid of apart from complacency.
Yeah. That's huge.
Very huge for me. This is it. 4th time that I'll be playing the Wild Antelopes of Ethiopia in like 2 years. We've won them twice.
4-0 in Abuja.
4-0 in Abuja, 2-2 in Ethiopia.
Now.
That's what I'm saying. We've always had it very difficult against these Royal Antelopes of Ethiopia. Yes, we won them 2-0 at the African Cup of Nations, but it was a very difficult one.
It was the last 10 minutes.
Yes.
And 2 penalty goals.
2 penalty goals.
And that was the last time they lost the game.
Exactly. That was the last time
they won the loss in the boardroom.
Yes. That was the last time they lost the game, and they have been, ever since Surinette Bishal has been the coach of the Wire Antelopes, they have just been there. You know, they had some sort of problems when they had the boardroom point deducted from them by FIFA.
And it says a lot about them, Cosmos. They lost boardroom points and they still qualified the group.
Yes, exactly. They still qualified to the next round, and against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are all prepared. And for me, I think the Super Eagles of Nigeria should just go there and make sure they just do the job. I don't like to talk about this attitude thing and all that. For me, I feel people in Western Europe go to Russia to play matches when the cold is biting, and they still try as much as possible to win matches. So they're professionals, so we should just go there and win the matches. Of course, and there's a good news as well. Gatana Gilberto is injured.
Their top man.
Yeah, their top man. He has scored 2 goals in their last 3 matches. So
I don't know if I agree, because look, these things do happen. I've seen Bolivia whitewash Argentina. I mean,
high altitude.
So it happens. When people say we don't have anything to fear, I think no, we do. Maybe not on the field. Maybe not.
We're doing all that we can to reduce the impact of high altitude. But one thing, gentlemen, and I think I spoke to somebody in the football house about this a couple of minutes ago. All right. We are training at the Abuja National Stadium. Although Stephen Keshi has complained about the Abuja National Stadium because it is not tested. It's just fresh. It's not being properly used, and it's not modified. You need to play a lot of games, a lot of training before it will now be properly fitted for a football game. But we are training our team at the Abuja National Stadium, and we are going to be playing in Addis Ababa. We saw the pictures of the training of the Ethiopians. It's bumpy pitch. It's bumpy pitch. So I don't know. Can't we get something close to what we'll play on in Ethiopia, in Abuja? Maybe the practice pitch.
Maybe the practice pitch.
Because these guys are playing, training on lost, playing on tested field. By the time you get to Addis Ababa and the ball is bouncing,
yes, you must start to get.
I think we should even train at the UJ Trainer Stadium. I think that pitch, it looks more like it. More like it.
We're going to UJ Stadium now. Yeah. It's too late. But can't we get something close to that in Abuja?
Yeah, like the
practice pitch. Go and fill the practice pitch. You are training on lush green, perfect,
and you're not going to have that kind of condition in Ethiopia.
The condition in Ethiopia, the pitch is bumpy. I've been there several times. It's still the same pitch. The training of the team that we saw a couple of days ago, their last set of trainings is still that same pitch. It's bumpy.
And you need to understand that terrain. I mean, when you want to control the ball, when you want to make your passes,
when you want to throw the long ball,
when your goalkeeper wants
to be playing long ball,
when your goalkeeper wants to come out, you know, those area balls. And I say you need to understand all of those things, or else you might just be down before you know. But I think we should still be able to handle some of those things. My worry is the altitude, and the NFF seem to have wrapped that up. But in terms of the terrain, I just feel that the boys have it in them. They should be able to get the result from.
Well, let me just quickly run through this. Ben Alaya, our good friend, who is the spokesperson of the Super Eagles, gave us a roll call of those who trained today. 18 players who trained today. Vincent Enyama, the captain of the team, is leading by example and is having a fantastic season in the championat. So it's really good. We have Austin Ejide, Chigozie Agbim, goalkeeping department sorted out. No need to worry about that. Any of those three can hold forth for us. We're not praying that any two should get injured anyway, but any of those three can do the job. Efe Ambrose is in, Ederson Eshejele as well trained. Godfrey Obabona, people have raised a lot of doubts because he's not been playing too many games in his new club. And this is a crucial encounter, but he's in camp. Azubike Gweke is in camp. Solomon Kwambe, Benjamin Francis, James Okosa from South Africa, plays for Chippa United, is also in. John Mikel Obi, Ogenyo Nazi, John Ogo, Sunday Mba, Namdi Odramadi, Oche Nwofo, Obinan Sofo, Ahmed Musa are in. So tomorrow we're expecting Brown Ideye, Victor Moses, Emenike, Shola Melby, who has a slight itch to also join in.
Yeah, definitely.
We have a team that can play.
I think we have a team that can play, and of course, the coach has said every player, all of the players that were invited for this one should be in camp on the 8th. By the 8th of October. So for me,
that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So all of them,
everybody's working within deadline.
Yeah, I guess all of them should be in camp right now, since 18 already in camp, and
a few